Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
This is the black guy, the one, Harrison Floyd. Former leader of
Not
Black...
Harrison Ford,
Ford,
Harrison
okay.
Floyd.
Got it.
Floyd.
Different guy.
Yes.
Former leader of Black Voices for Trump.
The black voice.
Well, there's also Diamond and Silk, but we're down a Silk.
We're down a
We're
silk.
down a silk. Dear. Oh, dear. Bonded out of jail. Immediately went
Finally.
on Bannon's podcast, right? Immediately. Oh, and called Fonnie Willis a devil that's trying to cover up election fraud. How all of this stuff can be used against them. Like, they won't shut the up.
And he was also arrested for assaulting an FBI agent, but that hasn't gone to trial. There's not a docket for it.
because-
Allison noted something.
Because
like
he's,
that,
of
yeah.
course, playing the black card like, you know, they accuse liberals of doing all the
Right.
time. And you're like, no, you weren't in jail because you were on a prior
Right.
and then you were involved
And
in...
then I think Steve Bannon bonded him out. I think that's who did it.
Right. So he was the only co-defendant in Trump's election case to be held overnight. Bannon said, why is it taking so long for you to get out of jail? And he said, I'm a black man. I don't know if I can say much more. No,
That's not it.
It's because he was already out on something else and then got involved in this crime for Trump.
You can't play the race card if race had nothing to do with it.
Thank you. So Bannon said, why are you even part of this? And he said, to keep it frank and simple, Fulton County fumbled the cover-up, and I'm aware of what transpired. Oh, my God, they just keep doubling and tripling down on this conspiracy nonsense. They're trying to put pressure on me and others to make sure the truth doesn't come out, but the truth always has a way of finding its way to the surface. So it's going to be, I'm looking forward to being down here and fighting the devil in Georgia, referring to Fonnie Willis would be the devil that he will be fighting. Okay. All right. And also fighting against his big mouth, apparently. Okay. Lakota Man, among others. I believe some on Fox are saying this and others, but he said, so Republicans saying blacks will bond with Trump now that he has a mugshot just like them is probably the most insidiously racist comment I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know who it was, but on Fox said something like that. I'm like, oh, I get it, because all black people have been arrested and had mugshots. So I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Just was a little winded from that last bout of racism. Okay. Thank you. Joyce Vance, real quick, and we will talk to Ellie and Allison about all of this stuff, but I keep thinking, this is why we need our legal lads and ladies, but even as lay people, you're kind of like, no, Mark Meadows, no.
Computer says no.
No, what? She said it doesn't make any sense for part of any public official's job, let alone the president's chief of staff, to include scheming to steal an election. But that's Mark Meadows' argument to remove his prosecution from state to federal court. I don't get... Okay.
Yeah. It's not going to work.
Yeah. Okay. And
That's not how any of this works.
Right. That's all we need to know. It's not going to work.
Jody, this is a testament to what Jody Hamilton's life is like.
Uh-oh.
Now that she has said yes to this.
Yeah, why
Hot
did you
mess.
say yes to this?
Ron Filipowski says, I will just point out, this is yesterday. So far today, Trump has made 102 social media posts, including 31 different video clips of himself, and the night is young. But Biden is a stark raving lunatic. Got it, Chief. Okay. Okay. Is this the latest? No.
I'm not grabbing his audio because I can't.
Thank you.
I thought it was a lot even for Baby yesterday.
No, there were
few hours.
headlines that said, he's
It was like 131 in like 5 hours. It
Yeah.
was insane.
Right.
A lot of it, he was just retweeting or
Truthing stuff,
videos.
but still,
Yeah.
Right.
he's crazy.
Yeah. I think, here's what I think. Here's my theory. I think he is, I've heard how wildly popular my renditions
I think he has.
of his statements from the bassinet are. And so now he started doing videos.
Right. But you can read his videos in his
Thinking
voice.
he can do him better than me, which is
can't.
obviously not the case.
That's not
Computer says no.
Pardon me?
That's not the case at all.
No,
That's why I give you his printed version of the videos so that you
Yes.
can read it properly.
Oh, okay. Exactly. It's the only way a lot of people can stomach it, Chris.
Same.
I am doing a service to America.
Is that what that
And
is?
God bless me and God bless. Yes.
I
God
refuse
bless
to edit his
United
videos.
States.
I refuse.
Is that what you're calling that? A service?
How many was it? Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
I am
I guess
at America's cervix.
Call it something.
Cervix?
What?
What?
Yeah, that was, it was 102 social media posts, including 31 video clips of himself. That was just by last night.
Yeah.
So, and the day is young, so we'll
is.
see. We'll see what happened. Oh, how about this? Newt Gingrich says the House GOP should broaden the Biden investigation to include Hillary Clinton and President Obama.
Obama. Yeah, that's good.
I know you're thinking why, Chris, but
Why?
por qué?
¿Por qué?
Por qué?
Donde está?
¿Por qué?
Donde está?
La
Donde los
biblioteca.
yikes? is
Donde
what
los
you're-
yikes?
Yes, where are the yikes? Oh, I'll tell
Exactly.
you.
Où est la bibliothèque?
He said Obama and Biden both wrote to her fake server, which is totally outside the security rules.
What?
Said Newt Gingrich, who got run out of town on a rail because he's a giant
He also
corrupt-
couldn't keep it in his pants.
No,
No
that
kidding.
also. Oh my God! I was just thinking back to that particular. Yeah, when he said this is.
Right-wing hypocrites!
Yes, the audacity of him talking about Clinton when he was, in fact, having an affair with an intern behind his
Right.
wife's back who was dying of cancer. At the same time, he was saying Clinton needs to be.
And that wife was not Callista.
It was not.
No. Can I just say something, too? At least back in the Clinton, we were there, Chris.
We
You
were.
and I were on the air then.
We were there. I remember.
70% of
Yesterday.
Americans agreed with us. The Clinton shouldn't have been being impeached over his private life. But here's the thing. At least we had one set of facts.
Right.
At least we knew what the impeachment was. It's like,
Right.
oh, okay, he lied about a consensual BJ. Here's how I feel about that. Here's how you feel about that.
Right.
Here's how, did he lie or did you use the Catholic girl defense that I did, that sexual relations means, intercourse. Intercourse!
It
That's
means
what
the-
I was taught.
It only means the front entrance.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
So many virgins in this room.
Anyway, my point is, we had one set of facts about what Clinton did at least, and then, right? Biden, it's like that clip we played yesterday, Jody, with Jake Tapper, just listening to whatever right-wing Yahoo and then
Yep.
going, well, I'm still not clear what crime President Biden has committed.
that was
but all
great.
right, thank you for coming.
I will not be having you
I
on
don't-
again.
I bet it has the majority of Americans, they would have no idea what they want to impeach Biden for.
Right.
Like, it's just, okay. I'm not saying.
They want to impeach Biden for restricting us to 2 beers a week.
Oh, that's it, because he's taking your beer away,
That's right.
which he's not.
Which is. I have a headache
There's a
behind
new
the one
study
eye.
that came out of Canada that said the recommendation is less than we thought it was for your health. It's up to you.
Yes, it's not a
Drink yourself
it's not a
into
requirement. It's
oblivion
not
if you
an-
want to. Who cares?
I think I drank close to a case when I was in college.
Okay.
A day or a
No,
week?
not a day, but like once.
Speaking of, is this today's maggot? This just speaking of that we don't live in a world where there's even one set of facts
Yeah,
that we
this
can
is from
agree
the
or
Good
disagree
Liars.
on.
This is Devram Stiefer or Steifer.
Our new best friend, Jason Selvig, and his partner, yes, the Good Liars.
Disney was advertising gayness
No?
to our kids.
What?
Sorry. Just clarify that if you don't mind.
I don't.
Ah,
Disney was going into the business of putting ideas in my grandkids' mind that I didn't want them putting
What
in my
ideas?
grandkids' mind.
exactly.
And we'd
Did
have
that
to
actually
go-
happen?
We'd have to go get.
Did that
the
actually
tapes.
happen?
I don't know. I'm just going on what I heard.
Your grandkids, did that actually happen where they had changed their views on things based on Disney?
No, I don't know.
Ah,
Oh my
What
god.
was that? Was an ice cream truck behind him?
It sounded like
What
it
was-
did.
Sounds like he was at Disneyland.
I feel like
It might have been at Disneyland.
Yeah.
or
that's the
outside
last
of
thing
Disney.
you hear when the trunk closes in the car, and you're like, what?
What?
I just wanted a bomb pop.
We we haven't even gotten to Prophet Julie Green yet, who's a
Who?
MAGA-
Oh,
What?
she's my
she's
favorite.
a MAGA prophet.
We've had her on before.
A prophet?
She's a self-proclaimed prophet.
Okay, we'll get to that after
We've
the
played her before.
break. I need a break between that last maggot. But can I just say, Chris and I were here when the Mitch McConnell
Oh.
incident happened
that
yesterday.
was frightening.
I'm sorry, but that is another difference between the parties. You know what I was thinking would be the decent human thing to do is Mitch McConnell agrees to to seat someone on the judiciary,
Yes, so that
stop
both he
blocking,
and
so
she
that
can retire.
he and Dianne Feinstein can retire in peace and
Yes.
dignity. But of course, Mitch McConnell went out of his way to pass a rule that Democrats can't replace him if he has to leave, and as the one that's blocked Dianne Feinstein from being able to step down if we want to try to move judges through. And it's just, but I thought, what a human moment. I mean, my dad had a
I
stroke.
looked at that
I mean,
again
what a
going-
human moment of us all going, oh God, Is he having a stroke right now? Like, why are they letting him continue to do press conferences?
Some people think it's Parkinson's.
Yes, that's what a lot of doctors on TV were saying yesterday. It's not a stroke because he was able to move out of there with no problem.
And nobody freaks out every time
Exactly.
this
His
seems to happen.
staff wasn't freaking out, and so that they were saying that is probably Parkinson's. It may be his Parkinson's meds wearing off, and that can cause a temporary paralysis.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
because the
That's what I
medication
didn't-
makes
my
you
mom had
shaky.
Alzheimer's, so I didn't know. I was like, is this Alzheimer's? Is it a stroke? Is it,
It's
you
probably
can't.
Parkinson's. That's what a lot of people were saying.
That is the
But I
printed
wish
that
his
story too.
office would come out
And-
with a truthful statement about
That's
what's
what I
going
mean.
on.
If we lived
His
in
wife
a
should be-
truly bipartisan society where we're both decent humans on both sides, and I don't mean, by the way, Chris, to say I'm like whatever, but you remember, because I told you at the time I wrote to Laura Ingraham when she got cancer
Sure.
and just offered support and
she was grateful.
yeah, and she couldn't believe it, but it was just, but that wasn't that long ago.
Right.
Where you go, is there not a human moment somewhere where we look at Mitch McConnell and Dianne Feinstein, and you think that's a perfect moment where you could have a moment of bipartisan just empathy and unity and look. Let's let these two lions of the Senate go, whatever our politics, and you hate his and we hate hers, or whatever it is, right?
Well, and even Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that McConnell's not fit for office, and people on Fox News were saying he's expendable. This is his people.
Yeah. There it is, my first drink of the day, ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And ZBiotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.